Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Floyd Chamber Small Business Spotlight. We are coming to you from our remote Hardy Realty studios, and we work in cooperation with the Rome News Tribune, and we've got a great show for you today. It's a Rome, Georgia Business Expo special. I am Roger Manus with Rome Business Radio.
I'm Jeannie Krieger with the Floyd Chamber of Commerce.
And Jeannie, we have a large gathering today to talk Business Expo.
Absolutely. It's exciting. We're excited.
We're excited. We're going virtual this year. Of course, Thomas Kislat is with us from the Floyd Chamber. But Jeannie, if you don't mind, if you would kind of go around our Zoom room here and introduce everybody.
Absolutely. So we're so excited to have our Expo sponsors with us today and those who've worked hard to make this event happen. So we have Sarah Tebow with Romega Digital, and she's going to speak in a few minutes about the setup of the virtual event. Cindy Barnett with Coosa Valley Financial Group, Larry Alford with Service Master by Twins, and former chamber board member, great small business owner and chamber member for a long time. And we have a new chamber member, Shannon Alley with Java Joy, and so excited to be able to launch a small business during this as well to promote and create some excitement around this event. And then Thomas will speak more about the how-tos of Virtual Expo. So we're just excited to have everybody here today.
We've got a full plate, so everybody chime in when you want. We'll try to go around the room here. And I guess, Sarah, maybe starting with you at Romega Digital, with the event going virtual this year, that is what you guys are helping to implement. Just tell us about that. How will this work for the person who wants to attend the expo? What do they need to do now?
So we really wanted the virtual expo to be as close as we could make it to the experience of going to an expo. Obviously, it's not the same thing, but we wanted to have more than just like a grid of logos or something like that. We really wanted to make it so that when someone visits a virtual booth, that they can really learn about the business just like they would if they were at the expo, and virtually meet someone, a leader from that business, maybe even schedule a time to speak with them more in depth. They can download the business cards. Some of these things that you would be doing if you were in person at the expo, we really wanted to have a way for people to do that online. For example, businesses in their virtual booth can set up, we call them calls to action, which are really just links to either other websites or downloadable coupons, or signing up for a mailing list, or maybe some kind of way for someone to interact with your booth. And so we wanted that so that people, if they wanted to offer some sort of freebie, that would be a way for them to have something that people could download and then print out or something like that. So that was how we approached it, was thinking through everything that someone can do at a real booth and try to have some representation of that in the online version.
Yeah, obviously it's not ideal, but we're living in a non-ideal world right now with COVID. So it sounds like this virtual thing is going to be awesome and offer so much that could have been done face-to-face, but is being done virtually. Cindy, for you guys over at Coosa Valley Financial, you're obviously involved in sponsorship of the event. So how are you guys approaching this with your virtual booth?
So we've been excited about the virtual aspect this year anyways. I think there's some things that are that we're able to do virtually that we wouldn't have been able to do in person, because people can just take a little more time to go through our site. Like, for example, some of the calls to action are where someone could get a quote for their auto insurance or things like that we normally couldn't do the day of the expo. So we're excited about that. We're just trying to make sure that we have plenty of information about our company, about information about the different people that work here, which again is another thing that we usually can't do for the in-person expo. Everyone can't be there at the same time. So, if you go on our site, you can kind of check out all the employees and the agents and people we talk to over the phone. So we have it about ready. We're still working on it a little bit. We keep coming up with new ideas. So I think it's going to be good to go by Thursday, and it's going to be great.
So there's some creativity involved from the businesses. Yeah. Thomas and Jeannie, well, Thomas, I guess for you primarily, you guys were having to try to prepare the real thing and a virtual thing at the same time. But have you learned anything about this experience that says, hey, we will now moving forward just always have a virtual component?
Yeah, I think that it would be a great idea to go two-pronged from now on. Just a simple reason is you capture a wider audience. We don't just reach out to the local market, to the drive-in market. We can reach people around the globe, which is a nice little added value for our local businesses to reach a whole another market. And that's something actually we have learned through the pandemic. We have members who widen their business range all the way to the West Coast. They used to sell T-shirts retail just locally, and now they can sell it globally. Beautiful thing.
Larry, you guys at Service Master have been involved with the Chamber forever, and you are very active in sponsorship of the Expo. What kind of curveball has this been for you guys, and how excited are you about doing it virtually?
It has been definitely different because this is where we meet our customers at. So we're having to learn a lot of changes because we're definitely want to meet our customers face to face. But through this event, we have looked at some ideas because we have multiple offices in multiple states. So we're wanting to use it as definitely reaching out to our other customers. We're also getting to go in there and show some videos of things we do, like water damages and fire damages. So it's been kind of unique. Definitely, we like to talk about it, but now we're having to show it. So it's definitely teaches us a different way to market that aspect.
Yeah, it's making people think a little more creatively. Shannon, Jeannie introduced you. You are new to the Chamber representing Java Joy. And just kind of stepping outside of the Expo for a minute, I'm very excited about Java Joy around Rome. And a lot of people may not know what it is because it is new. Just tell us what Java Joy is. And just listen, people, this is fantastic.
Sure, of course. So Java Joy, we are a mobile catering coffee cart. So you won't find us in a store or a shop. We actually travel to different businesses and organizations. And part of Java Joy, we employ adults with disabilities. So they're the ones pouring the coffee, taking your orders, serving coffee. In a pre-COVID world, we were giving coffee and hugs. But of course, to be safe and keeping with standards, we are doing air hugs. So you'll see a Joyrista is what we call them. So we combine the words barista and joy to make Joyrista. We just have to, go a little extra. So whenever you get a cup of coffee, they'll say enjoy and give you an air hug. And it's a really special and magical moment. You'd be surprised when you hear people talk about adults with disabilities and they've never engaged with someone. There may be that intimidation factor. So with Java Joy, we're hoping to break that barrier, create more moments of engagement, and that catering aspect really comes into play because we get to go to people and go to businesses, and we make that extra effort. And we had our launch week this past week, and we just had an amazing time meeting people in the community. And I cannot talk enough about just the support from Rome and the encouragement and just all of the wonderful dance parties we had with everyone despite the rain last Wednesday. So it was truly, truly magical, and we're very excited to be a part of the Chamber.
Well, I'm sure it's disappointing for this event to not be face to face, because that's what Java Joy is about, is those relationships. So how are you guys responding in a virtual world, which is obviously tough to do for everybody, but especially for Java Joy?
Sure. So Athens, they've had Java Joy in Athens since 2016. And this year, obviously, they had to pivot. So we came up with what we call Joygrams. So a business can actually purchase a Joygram, and that is a video of our Joyristas sending words of encouragement. Before a meeting or before a holiday party or something, you'll get a video from a Joyrista saying, have a great day, enjoy, whatever they're thinking. And then we also have Joy Starters, which is a longer form video of our Joyristas, getting to meet people live stream. So that's different virtual forms of employment we've been offering. And then me and Thomas we're doing a coffee, what are we calling it, curbside pickup Thursday morning from 7:30 to 10. So that's another fun aspect. Athens is also done where people can drive by, pick up a cup of coffee, and still remain COVID friendly.
And where will that pickup be? Where will that curbside be?
Chamber parking lot.
Chamber parking lot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One Riverside Parkway.
Gotcha.
So
go ahead,
Roger. I was going to just say that we every year when we have Expo, it's to really kick off the holiday shopping season, and we really like to make sure that everybody's doing business in Rome and Floyd County. Countywide, we have businesses that are just doing incredible things, and we like to be able through this event to draw attention to those businesses. And so being able to connect, as Cindy and Larry spoke of, and Sarah, to those businesses and what they do, I think that the virtual expo really will give an opportunity to kind of better explain and to add, a broader audience and get more people's attention on what different companies do, because they're doing some fantastic thing. Larry is involved with, several small businesses here, owner of several small businesses. And just for him to have that opportunity to explain, what all they're capable of doing through Service Master is incredible. And then, the different opportunities that Coosa Valley offers also, and Romega Digital, just in the tech sector, that's one of those areas that we love to see grow here in Rome, Georgia. And, to be able to draw attention to what they're doing is a great opportunity for our community and for them as well. So, I say all the time that by people shopping locally, it helps sustain jobs. And, that's an important message that we want to keep hammering home, but also that, these customers are the ones that go into the doctor's offices and, accounting firms and law firms. They do business with other businesses locally too. So it really has a far-reaching impact. And we just want to really make sure we're highlighting that.
Well, and Sarah, it was interesting after we kind of did our first circle around here chatting with everybody. One of the things you said was a desire for the virtual presentation. Both Cindy and Larry kind of seconded it. They're getting creative not only with their virtual booth, but it's a way to engage people in greater depth and engage people for a longer period of time. Somebody stops by a booth and may chat for 60 seconds, exchange a business card, but this actually helps the participant, the one who visits the virtual booth, to get a lot more information than they would perhaps face to face. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, definitely. I think that is a really great benefit to have, maybe as Thomas mentioned, even in future years, have a virtual component alongside in person, even when we're not dealing with COVID, because if someone wants to take a little bit more time and learn a little bit more about the business, they can do that at their own speed, at their own pace. I know for me, sometimes I feel like if I'm talking to someone for too long, like, am I monopolizing their time? Do they need to move on to someone else? But if I can, read about their business, if I can watch a video, because the virtual booths let you have a YouTube video on there. I can watch a video. I can explore the different resources that they've made available through those calls to action. I can really learn and get a lot of my questions answered about the business, and then just click a button to get the contact info for, the salesperson or the CEO or whatever person they've chosen to highlight on their booth page. I think it's definitely a great way for people who are really interested in a business to dig a little bit deeper and learn a little bit more than they would, like you said, like a 60-second interaction.
If I can add another really awesome component is a great benefit with the virtual expo. We capture, or we have the possibilities to capture every single visitor with a follow-up email. So, which is not possible in a face-to-face world. People are stopping by your booth, and if you have B2B customers, they may drop a business card. If you have B2C customers, they see the representative is busy and away he walks. So here we capture every single email that scrolls or visits your booth, and after the event, our exhibitors get a list of emails and they can follow up with every single visitor, which is a beautiful thing.
That is a beautiful thing. Jeannie, you talked about it being kind of the kickoff for the holiday. So what does that typically mean in November and December around Rome, Floyd County? And how will the virtual help this year?
So, people make special plans if they're small businesses to large businesses about, capturing those shoppers for the holiday season. And so if you're in the service side, it might be, preparing for, 2021, but regardless, they kind of want to make sure that they're capturing that audience. And through innovation and technology, we really have the ability to highlight that through this event. And I just think it's really important for us to make sure we're, pushing those businesses forward.
Cindy, over at Coosa Valley Financial, are you guys, does your business change at certain times of the year?
One of the services we offer are taxes. So that time of year is different, but otherwise, there's definitely times of the year that are more busy. I think people maybe have more time to deal with things like shopping around for new insurance and things like that. Typically, at the end of the year, we are busy. I think maybe people are resolving to trying to get their finances under control or just make some changes or things like that. So they maybe come in and start calling and making appointments. So it really, the end of the year is busy for us. So, this will be a good opportunity to maybe relay some of the things that we do so that people, when they start making these plans, can reach out to us and get ahead of that.
What made you guys want to participate in the Expo? Forget COVID, whether we were face-to-face or virtual, as a business in the Rome Floyd area. What made you want to participate in the Expo just as a matter of branding and supporting local businesses? What attracted you to what the Rome Floyd Chamber is doing?
Well, I can't think of a better opportunity to get in front of a lot of different businesses and meet other business owners. And then also another opportunity to meet so many members of the community. It's just such a big event every year and a good opportunity that we just thought this year, this is the year that we want to do it. We want to participate. And then we ultimately decided to be a sponsor just because it seems like a year when the Expo needs to be really successful and we just want to be a part of it.
And Larry, what has attracted you to the Business Expo over the years? Again, forgetting the pandemic, just year in, year out, and what the Chamber does with the Expo, what makes it so rewarding to participate in that from your perspective?
Well, we just feel it's meeting our customers, but it's also just, getting around other businesses. And I find that when I go meet with other businesses, I learn from them. I learn from what's good, what's bad. So getting to meet them, it's a 28th year in the Expo. I'm sitting here thinking, man, I'm getting older. Or these expos come more often than maybe 2 times a year. I don't know what it is. The 28 years we've been in the Expo, and we get excited because we do get to see our customers in that event.
Wow, 28 years. Is that a record, Jeannie? Do we know?
Well, we think we're about hitting that 30-year mark. So, yes, lots to celebrate soon.
Shannon, what made you guys at Java Joy want to get involved with the Chamber?
Sure. So, of course, we're new to Rome, 2 whole months. So we immediately wanted to hit the ground running, getting in front of different businesses, connecting with people, and Chamber of Commerces are a great way to do that, especially, in smaller towns where local businesses do matter and they're very prominent. So the Chamber just seemed like a natural fit for that. I think my second week here, I met Thomas, and the Chamber just seemed very inviting. There's a lot of different organizations and businesses involved, so it just seemed like a natural and perfect fit. So we're very, very excited to attend virtually this year for our first time, and hopefully next year it'll be in person and back to normal. So we're very excited.
Jeannie or Thomas, so I'm just a citizen of Rome, Floyd County, and I want to attend the virtual expo. Where do I log on? How do I do this?
So we'll be putting up a link. We'll send it out to all of our members, but we'll also put it on our social media and just through every outlet we can once we're ready to do that. So you'll see it coming, within the next 24 hours probably. So we want to launch, on the 5th and just have everybody ready to go then.
And Thomas, how long will the virtual expo go on? How long can people access the content?
We'll be open for business 24 hours all the way through Sunday. So it's a 4-day event, all day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You don't just take your time and do it on your own pace.
So that's longer than the normal face-to-face. Any advantages there for you guys, Larry, Cindy?
It is for us because we, sometimes people are at work and you don't get to see people. So, and some people work first shift and they're off second shift. So yeah, they can look at us in the middle of the night. And so definitely for that, it would be.
Yeah, I think having a few more days definitely gives us a lot more opportunity. It works with people's schedules better. Then also if, we can promote it every day on social media, and then maybe someone checks out our site and tells their friend, that just gives more time for all of that to happen and more opportunity for people to come check out our site.
Jeannie, Thomas, from what you've seen so far, or Sarah at Romega, as you've seen the back door of the website and the virtual booths before they've actually been published, anybody getting really creative? Videos and things like that. What can we expect?
Well, I will jump in and say, I'm always, we build websites, we do that for a living. And I'm always impressed by how people interpret things. Like I have a specific way that I think someone's going to use something. And then so oftentimes people will surprise me and do something completely different. For example, there's a place in each virtual booth to put like a picture of someone and a quote from them. And in my brain, that was just going to be like the CEO of the business and like a quote from the CEO. But I've seen several people use it to show off a picture of their team and write just a general like, hey, here's how you can meet any of our team. So it's been interesting to see how people will take the space that's available to them and really make it their own, just like they would with their physical structure at the expo.
Larry, Cindy, you guys getting creative?
My team is working on it. I have no idea what all this is.
Well, I have to admit, I do have some ideas, but I let the younger people deal with the technology a little more.
What'd you say, Larry?
I said, I know how she feels.
So do I. Sarah, I do want to compliment Sarah for a second. You're not going to know this, but probably 45 years ago when I was a kid, I used to call Rome, Georgia, Romega. So I don't know if you owe me money.
Yeah, you can take that up with our founder and CEO.
I don't know how y'all got wind that I used to jokingly, I guess when I learned the word Omega, I thought, oh, that's what Rome GA looks like. So anyway, I want to compliment you on your creativity. Jeannie, Thomas, any kind of final thoughts here on the expo and what we need to do moving forward here?
Well, we just want everybody to participate, and we're super excited about it. So you can call us at the chamber, 706-291-7663, or you can go to our website, for some additional information as well. Thomas, you may have something to add to that.
Yes, of course. Start your day at the chamber. You have fresh brewed coffee, and just get your cup of joy. Between 7:30 and 10 a.m., grab your hot cup of coffee. We also have tea and hot chocolate, I believe, and iced coffee as well. So come on by, grab your drink, and then enjoy the expo for Thursday through Sunday.
And Shannon, that takes us to you at Java Joy. So you guys will be doing it. And correct me, your partner is Lumina Coffee. Is that correct in Rome?
Yes. So we buy our beans from Lumina Coffee. Mike Schiefer has been wonderful to work with. And I'm not just saying this because they're our partner. It's one of my favorite cups of iced coffee. ever. So definitely check it out. We will be serving hot iced coffee and hot chocolate Thursday morning. So definitely stop by. We have our barista, believe Thomas, with us. So he's been amazing to work with. And it's going to be very, very fun.
And just for general purposes, contact information for Java Joy, a website, social media. How can people find out more?
Sure. So our website is javajoy.org, and then email would be rome@javajoy.org.
Rome@javajoy.org. Larry, what about you guys? What's your website, contact information, social media?
ServiceMasterPro.com.
Wait, one more time. You broke up there a little bit.
ServiceMasterPro.com. Or you can email us at service@servicemasterpro.com. Or we're on Facebook, Service Master Rome.
Everybody's on Facebook and Insta and TikTok, which the kids do that anyway.
I don't understand TikTok.
Okay. Cindy, contact information, website for Coosa Valley Financial.
Website is coosavalley.com. We can be reached at 706-235-2289 or info, that's INFO, at coosavalley.com.
And Sarah, how can people learn more about Romega and what you guys do?
Yeah, our website is romegadigital.com. So that's romegadigital.com. Our phone number is 706-622-4545. We're also on Facebook, Instagram. So look us up.
TikTok? You on TikTok?
No TikTok. I have never used TikTok. I am way past that age.
So, yeah, as your target demo is, I'm sure as well. Okay, Jeannie, Thomas, any final thoughts here as we wrap things up? Just come to the Expo.
Excited for Thursday, so we want everybody to join us, and we'll send out that link.
Yeah,
Thomas, anything else to add?
No, I just want to thank everybody to be on this call today. All of our sponsors, of course, Larry with Service Master, Cindy with Coosa Valley Financial, Sarah with Romega Digital, and then 2 participants who can't be on this call, but I want to acknowledge them as well, which is Ryan Streeter with Active Pest Control, a sponsor this year, and also the Riverside Auto Group. So big shout out to those 2 sponsors as well.
Yes, thank all of you for participating in not only this podcast, but also for participating in the Business Expo and supporting the chamber. So we need to get everybody excited. It's going to be virtual this year. It's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be great. So just wait for the link. Go to the Rome Chamber social media pages or Rome Chamber's website and find the link and attend the virtual expo. So thanks everybody. This has been fantastic. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. This has been the Rome Floyd Chamber Small Business Spotlight, coming to you from the Hardy Realty Studios, and we work in cooperation with the Rome News Tribune. I'm Roger Manus. Thanks for listening.